Alrighty, guys, happy Tuesday to you all. So we got a couple of interesting things happening on the market at the moment. I actually started going through a bit of altcoins this morning, right? And not only have I been going through them to the USDT pair, but I've been seeing that there's a lot of daily breaks on their way. We even have the meme coin starting to get ready to break out. So we're starting to see some decent daily breakouts. Now, what's amazing about this is some tokens are breaking the 8 hours, the 12 hours, some are breaking the daily, and some are breaking the weekly. So what you're starting to see, you're starting to see the separation of the big dogs. And then you're also starting to see how just because we start getting some momentum with some altcoins, it starts to ignite a new set of altcoins and a new set. So it's important to understand that we're at the verge now of the market waking up. I don't think people see what we are seeing right now, how all these altcoins are breaking to the Bitcoin pairing on very high time frames. Guys, this is big movements over Bitcoin. Even though we have the dominance doing this, altcoins are waking up. And that's why you're seeing things like Phantom just rallying. And I just want to show you this over here. Look how Phantom on the short time frame has just been going and going and going. Okay, so this is because these specific tokens are actually breaking high time frames on the Bitcoin pairing. So I want to speak a lot about that today and show you guys what's breaking to the Bitcoin pairing, what coins are hot, and what next altcoins are going to be pumping to. Plus, I got at least, how many? 1, 2, 3, at least 4 trades that I'm taking with you guys today. There's 4 trades that I'm giving you guys today. And I want to speak about, there's still a lot of news to happen this week. So we've got to expect volatility. I think this is going to be one of the most crazy and volatile weeks for a long period. However, if it plays in our favor, guys, and we have the squeezes, this market's about to explode and wake up so quickly. And again, we're going to be prepared for both scenarios, but we need to be prepared for the bull scenario. That's the big one. We've now conquered a couple of hits. We've taken stop losses. We've lost on our portfolio. We haven't had a mega pump for a while. And again, we've looked at the history. It's always been a strong finish of the year, when it comes to the markets. And right now we are breaking big structures. I want to make sure that we are keeping level-headed. We're not chasing pumps. We're buying what's available. We are sticking to the damn rules. And we know what we want when this pump actually happens. So happy Tuesday to you all. No more wasting time. Let me find my damn video. It's a pretty cool video. I still like this video very much. And let's get going with the show. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like Sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Yo, if you're brand new to Crypto Banter and to the 𝗧iper Show, hit that subscribe button, join the family. We've been through war, we will go through war, but we love each other and we get through it. There's days we cry, there's days we celebrate, but one thing that I am very sure of is we're all going to make it. We're all going to make it to the top, and we're all going to achieve this fantastic life we all want. We're going to be rich, but we're also going to be happy. We're going to have new friends, and we're going to be new versions of ourselves. We're going to have skills that we have for life. There's just so much that we're going to be grateful for being a part of this actual journey. So join the family, guys. The 𝗧iper fam, you know what to do. Obliterate that like button. I will give away some 𝗧iper club. I'm not allowed to give you guys away anything, but I'm going to give something today if we get enough likes. If we get more likes, I'm going to give away stuff. You see, I'm getting looks here at the moment, but between me and you. Okay, get that likes up, and we'll make a deal, guys. How are we doing? I want to see in the chats how are we all doing. It's 80% bullish. Okay, it's nice to see everyone starting to lift up again. Nice to feel a little bit of bull again, even though it's we've come down this much and we've gone up this much. Woo! We're back, baby. It's great though, because it always starts off with the bottom, right? Pumps always start from devastating big drops, big events, major rallies. Every single bull market we have seen all started off with big pullbacks, depression zones, sideways, boring markets. So all we're looking for now is a restart of the cycle. And again, we are fishing when no one is fishing. Therefore, we will reap the most reward, right? Because a lot of people will come a lot later. And not to say that they won't make money, they're just a lot later than the rest. What we are fighting for right now, guys, is a little bit of room, a little bit of space so we can breathe, right? So we can get some damn entries now, get into the market. I know a lot of us are sitting in the market already, but get a little bit of explosion that we can actually just sit back and allow that, and we can decide, okay, move stops up, and we can have that breathing room where we're not feeling under pressure the whole time. I got to get in, I got to get at that. Let's get the hard work in now. Let's buy what's available. Let's be patient for what's not available right now, but be ready for when they are available. When a bull market comes or a bull leg comes into phase, you got to understand that the pullbacks don't happen. Okay, so we've been sitting, and I said we've been sitting spoiled for choice, right? The markets have been sitting sideways in ranges for weeks now. Okay, and we're still wondering if we should be buying. The problem is when the market goes bull, you don't see pullbacks. Market just goes bull and it doesn't pull back for months. Okay, and then what you have now and then is a fast liquidation wick where the strong push comes down very quickly, wipes out any late buyers, and that's where we are going to be adding. So again, I'm proud of you guys. Total market prediction will go through. Mags, love the show. What's up? Smash the likes for continuous alpha. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Striper Club today. Yes, Striper Club's on fire at the moment. Well, we're getting it up again. It's been hard. Hard couple of weeks for everyone to keep motivated, but right now club is pumping. I actually want to show you guys over here. Just want to remind you, for those who are in club or those who want to join club, just want to show you guys this over here. So there's two major sections you must focus on when it comes to me. Okay, there's a lot more other batches of alpha in Sniper Club, but right now, guys, anyone that's in the 10x challenge, remember, this is where we're at. 10x challenge, we're setting ourselves some targets. It will start over 10x, then 2 months time it'll be a 3x, then it'll be a 20x. We're gonna just keep these challenges going, because what this does is it allows us to chase goals. Know that if we take losses, how do we recover? How do we get to our goal? You learn how to trade with me. Probably the best way you ever can learn how to trade is being a part of these challenges with me, because we go through the blood and tear. We struggled like 2 weeks ago. Woo! It was hard, but now we're sitting on a really badass entry, and I just want to show you guys this here yesterday. Yesterday, I spoke about, guys, we got stopped, market came down, and I said, hey, Injective, guys, we're back on here. We have to get back in. We've got to get back in over here, because you can see it very clearly that they came down into this liquidation pool over here, okay, and they hit it perfectly, and I'm like, guys, this is the time Injective must bounce. We must not be afraid, and we must hit it. We must get into this entry. And if you look at what happened after that, you will see my current position right now. Let's just show you guys over here. There we go. That's the position. So there's the entry from yesterday over here. Let's zoom in so you guys can see it nice. There's the entry, and that's where we are currently at. Okay, and what's nice about this is not the full victory yet. This is where we can build on top of. This is where we can start to add. Because if I start to zoom out over here, look how far down we are in with Injective on the daily. There's a lot of time. If we can get entries at the bottom here, there's so much we can build on as it goes on. You know, and if we have a full move here to the $40 range, we are going to absolutely destroy it when it comes to these specific entries that we're at the moment. So remember, guys, anyone on club, that is where you're finding the 10x challenge. And then what's also another great view as well is you'll see, like, just before the shows over here, I was giving the trades that I'm going to already speak about on the shows as well. That has come for you guys. So nice little, market update over here. And then what you have is obviously all the other different sections. So I want to remind you again, if you're not a Sniper Club member, you're missing a community. Link below in the description. Join it. But for those who are in club, remember, separate them. Sniper Charts is the shows every day. And the 10x challenge is where you are finding us challenging, right? Challenging, kicking butt. That's the goal. Okay, guys, let's get going with a few things. First thing I want to start off with is I'm gonna show you why it's so important to understand where you are buying altcoins right now and what comes next. Okay. Now, again, what you are looking for here is you are looking for a parabolic run. I just want to remove this over here. We're looking for a parabolic run that comes every couple of years, right? Every couple of years, this parabolic run happens. Okay, but the way it starts off, and you want to see the last time that we saw an Injective run, right? Look how it goes through a massive bear first towards the Bitcoin pairing. And then what happens is it goes into a very strong acceleration. And it's very simple. What happens is basically Bitcoin in that time goes and chases these highs, right? We saw it before. When the 2017 Bitcoin went to 20, it came down to 3. And the moment that it went back into 20 and started breaking, all the altcoins went crazy. So what happens there psychologically is basically Bitcoin has at least 50% to 60% of the entire market cap. All the money that's in crypto is in Bitcoin, right? 60% of it is sitting in Bitcoin. Okay, but the moment that that Bitcoin gets to a comfortable place, and the moment that Bitcoin starts getting to a good zone, people start diversifying. Okay, they know that altcoins have a way smaller market cap than Bitcoin. So they know when the markets go up, these ones are likely to outgrow quite a bit, but they only jump into it when it's been sucked dry, when the altcoins are sucked dry, and it is time now that Bitcoin's in a good place to start diversifying the money out. So you always go through these big patches of these downside to the Bitcoin pairing. Okay, and that's why it's so important. If you are an investor in crypto and you are holding altcoins, it's so important to go look at your altcoins to Bitcoin on the weekly. So important. Because it gives you an idea of firstly when your coin's going to wake up, but also gives you an idea of how much it's going to outgrow. And it's also really good for you to set yourself targets of what you're trying to achieve. I don't know about you guys. It may shift. Some people are here to just make dollars, and that's cool. Okay, you still want to pay attention to the Bitcoin pairing, but someone had to make Bitcoin, and that's my goal. I'm only buying altcoins to make more Bitcoin. That's what I'm doing, because altcoins go up more when the markets go up, and they come down harder. So my goal is, when the markets are rising up, hold altcoins, markets are coming down, hold Bitcoin. Do that for the next 10 years and buy a yacht. You know, that's the goal. And by yachts, I mean take my family away, have freedom for the rest of our lives, and have a happy life. That is my understanding of it. So it always comes down that if you are a holder for long term, you need to go have a look where your coins are towards the Bitcoin pairing price. Now, the next thing you're looking for is, you are looking for the market cycle. You're looking for the cheat sheet, right? The emotions. That's what you're looking for. So the same thing over here is, you basically had this long trail down over here from the injective to Bitcoin. Long trail, eventually started breaking the trend. And then from those areas over there, you actually saw injective outperform Bitcoin by 1,100%. Okay, 1,100% is the last rally that injective has done against Bitcoin. What's crazy about that is it's nearly back to where it started. That's the first insane thing. Same token, same technology, same everything. All you're having is money moving all over the place. Now, we've got to understand something, guys. There's a lot of technology that is here to change the world. Okay, but you got to still understand this is a money game. People are going to move money around. Doesn't matter how great something is. When money's meant to move, it's meant to move. And that's what you are paying attention to. These are still Ferraris. There were Ferraris last bull market, and they're still Ferraris today. The only difference is there was money coming into it at a point, and there's money exiting at a point, okay, of between the Bitcoin pairing. So again, a lot of us trade to USDT. I sell into dollars. I use dollars to buy. Many people do it to Bitcoin, guys, where Bitcoin's the main currency. They turn Bitcoin into the coin back into Bitcoin. No USDT. It's all a fight for the Bitcoin and the money flow coming. But what we are seeing now is, before you start an alt season or you start an alt run, you basically have to suck that altcoin dry, where that altcoin's been sold into Bitcoin for a long period of time, okay? And then it gets injected into the altcoin. The opposite happens for a long period of time as well, for a couple of weeks to a couple of months. And that's why you get these very strong spurs. However, the ones on the downside take longer than the ones on the upside. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Look how long they will sell the altcoin into Bitcoin, and look how quickly Bitcoin will go into the altcoin. Look how fast it just wakes up. Okay, and it starts to rally very strong. So now what you look at this over here is, firstly, you've seen many weeks of red to the downside over here, but you're also starting to see the cone. Okay, what do I mean by the cone, or the buckets? The bucket is when you go on a massive parabolic run, you then have the capitulation, and then you get the depression, which we are very much in at the moment when it comes to altcoins. Who felt depressed by holding altcoins the last 3 months? Me. Everyone in the damn planet was basically depressed by holding altcoins, right? So we're definitely in depression phase when it comes to holding altcoins, okay? And that is perfect when it comes to the psychological view. But what happens then is, you then start, ooh, okay, shit, get in. And then it starts to rally to the upside. So this is where we are currently fishing when it comes to many of these altcoins. And this is on a very high time frame view. The alts have been sucked dry for months and months, if not a year or two. They've been pushed to downside. So what you want to pay attention to here, I want to remind you again, you're on a verge of an injective to Bitcoin breakout. So as much as you love leverage, as much as you love margin, that doesn't matter in this circumstance. In this circumstance, it matters, do you have a spot bag, something that you can hold some injective for the bull markets? Because if we are still looking, and I'm 100% certain we will go into the hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin in the future. 100% certain. That for me is my full drive, 100%. Okay, but what we're also looking at, if we're going to go to a Bitcoin that can go possibly into the 100 to 200,000, still between now and the end of next year, okay, and you are finding this coin over here that can have an outperformance push, to show you guys there, of up to 200-300%, you start to get a really good idea of how much money is actually still going to be diversified into altcoins. Okay, and if we're looking at a bullish Bitcoin, which we can't deny, there's more bullish news than ever right now on Bitcoin, even though we haven't seen it on the price just yet, or we can kind of have actually. We haven't seen this fear level for a long time. Yet Bitcoin has held 50K. Wow. Like if you don't see how crypto has strengthened over the last while, like it's crazy. Bitcoin's lows are getting stronger. Okay, you never judge a coin to the upside. You judge it to the downside. And if Bitcoin's worst scenarios is now 40s, 50s, the ceilings are insane. The upside targets are crazy of where we're at. Okay, so again, it gives you an idea. So I want to remind you again that not many are seeing this, but altcoins are breaking weekly charts. to the Bitcoin pairing, which means really focus on your long-term and your spot bags for the bull market too. In that time, there's a lot of trading, but you know what? The trading, we're getting in, we're getting out, we're getting in, we're getting out, we're getting in, we're getting out. It's there to make more money. It's there to load up more of our long-term. It's there to do those things, but don't miss these damn entries. Don't miss these entries on good coins. So I want to show you guys a couple of good tokens that are in these areas over here, and just remind you again that you can also do this for yourself. Okay, so what you had recently over here is you actually had a Chainlink breakout at the bottom of the range and coming to retest. Chainlink set a zone, accumulate some Chainlink. Again, Chainlink is glue. It's glue. There's so many things that happen in crypto. This is the glue that keeps it all together, right? So Chainlink is a good play when it comes fundamental. But I want to remind you again that you will run out of Chainlink entries at some point. This is breaking to the weekly and right at the bottom range. Right at the bottom range. We've seen us here before multiple times, and ultimately in these times, it's already had 132% pump just to the top of the range. So when it comes to a simple play here, this is a good play. Good play over here. We go through a couple others. Things like Solana. Sol has been one of the best performers, but if you look at this over here, it's in a bull flag. So keep an eye on Solana, because if Solana starts breaking this bull flag in this next week or two to the upside, Sol's about to catch up very quickly. Now, this is important to understand, guys. Because if I look at the difference between Solana, and I just want to show you a difference between Phantom. Phantom is already broken. I want to show you in the high time where Phantom's still got a lot to go. But look at this. So someone that missed the pump the last 2-3 days. Okay, you gotta really not lick your wounds about what you missed. Who cares about what you missed? Okay, it's about what is next to come. So if you look at Phantom now, Phantom started to enter the party. First daily high break on against the Bitcoin pairing, which it hasn't done for a long time, all the way since March, all the way since Feb. And I don't know if you remember that, but Phantom ended up going from 20 cents to 70 or 80 cents at the beginning of the year. I don't know if you remember that, right? I did a 4x pump. That was this over here. Now, since then, we've only but been in a downtrend until today. Today, something has finally shifted and finally changed. Okay, so it's showing you the indication here that things are shifting, things are changing, things we haven't seen for months and months and months are starting to reveal themselves again. But what's also amazing about that is now you know, okay, I might have to be a little bit patient on Phantom if I want to daily trade or short-term trade it. I'll speak about the high time right now, but I haven't missed Solana yet. I haven't missed Sol. Now, what's interesting about this is I take Solana now and I go look on the daily and I'm like, okay, this thing's on the verge up. I know it needs to break trend before I get super excited, but I know what is next. I know what's going to move next. I know what's going to pump next, what's going to move next once it breaks this trend. Now, what's interesting is you now take that information and you go look at the Solana actual chart and you will see, this thing only just broke out now and it's coming to retest. Okay, so this token hasn't even got going yet since we've had the pullback. It's now just broken out, coming to a retest, and we know that the moment that it breaks this big daddy trend up over here is when it kicks into the Bitcoin pairing. I need to focus on some Solana buys today. I need to get a little bit of Solana buys over here because it's still available. Now, what happens if I sit and think, okay, it's not that important, and it does this? It's gone, baby. It's gone. Like, what are you then going to do? So what that basically means is me as a trader or someone that's in this market, I got to chill. I bought Phantom. I got some Phantom. Mama Cyber's got Phantom. Okay. Solana 2200. We shall see. Okay. But I want more Phantom. But I need to also know Phantom has ripped the last 2-3 days. Why am I putting my blinkers there? I must put alarms on it and know when it's ready. Right now it's already, but Solana's ready, so focus on there today. So don't think that there's nothing to do today if you missed a couple of pumps. You need to focus on what's next and what's moving. And your main keys come down to the Bitcoin pairings. When this breaks out over here, guys, you're looking at Solana breaking the flag and going up to not only this high region over here, which is 30-40% away, but back to the all-time highs to Bitcoin. If this thing rampages up there, that's back to the highest that it's ever been paired to Bitcoin, which is huge. Okay, but the main thing here, guys, is you can do this on any coins, but I want you to pay attention to what is available, what's pumping now, and what to get ready for. Because if you are not ready for it, Solana breakpoint is, oh, come on. We know what happens, guys. You know what's crazy? The chart tells me right now, in the next couple of days, okay, if not a week or two, Sol's going to break out to Bitcoin. And it's also showing me that on the USDT chart, right, that Solana will break that daily in the next week or two, and Solana's going to start rallying up. And now what's amazing about that, all of a sudden in the next couple of weeks, oh, it's Solana breakpoints. Oh, Sol just updated the tech. All of a sudden, here comes the news. Why it's pumping. We see it before. We see it that, hey, something can shift here. Something's moving, something's happening. And then later the news comes. And that's when you find out. That's why they say always sell the news, right? because sell the news is it's already happened. The news, everything's already pumped, everything's already moved. Now it's sell the news. So you never want to get trapped into those sort of styles too. So I want to go through a couple here and just remind you guys again. Things like AVAX. Break into the daily, right? Higher high, first higher high in a while. Keep an eye on AVAX. You know, this is why it's moving. Why is optimism pumping today? Because it's breaking to the daily on Bitcoin. Look at this, guys. Look at this chart over here on the high time frame. Come on. When it comes to something being oversold and something going down for a long period and just having a push up here, that's resulted in 200% outgrowth over Bitcoin. Okay, so again, I'm showing you examples of these tokens, of ones that are looking strong. Again, Phantom. Where am I seeing Phantom from here? Guys, I'm seeing Phantom go back to this main top trend over here, which is on the verge of 100 to 120% away. But I'm actually seeing it go to the top, if not way higher in the bull market. Way higher. I think Phantom have been building a lot. And I know Andre's been building a lot. And I know they've got new fancy tech. Okay, and I think it's going to all hype at some point very quickly. Remember, shit doesn't hype when it's cheap. It hypes when it's expensive. That's when things hype. That's when everyone comes and wants to be a part of it, right? People are only buying Rolexes when they were expensive. Not many were buying it when they were. Now everyone wants to buy Rolex, right? It's the understanding of a people's brain, and that's where the market is so beautiful at. So, I want to remind you guys on that again. Nia is good. Casper is good. Immutable X is good. Thorchain is brilliant when it comes to these high time frame views. Don't miss what the rest of the world are missing. That's the big one, big one, big one. Like, subscribe, and notification bell. How are we on likes here, man? 700 likes. Woo. 700. Okay. In South Africa, we say shop. Shop. Thank you. Okay, let's get going. Okay, guys, I wanna jump in. Obviously, we got. I think it's debate today, or like I don't know if it's CPI, PPI stuff's coming up. What debate today? Is CPI tomorrow? PPI and that's it. So those things are coming. So again, one thing we just want to pay attention to is a little bit of the stock market. So just looking at futures again, futures are bouncing at the moment on our zones. So right now, we still could have a very bullish end of the week when it comes to stock market. So I just want to keep an eye on this. Make sure it doesn't break down. Who knows? Maybe it breaks down and Bitcoin goes up. That'll be fantastic if that happens. But we just got to keep an eye on this. And remember, I was showing you guys 𝗕𝗬𝗕 over here. 𝗕𝗬𝗕 should actually start falling pretty hard at some point. So this could be very bullish for us as well. So we're just keeping an eye on this. We do know there's a bit of a macro week incoming. Okay, let's jump into a couple things. Guys, just before I go on over here, I want to remind you guys, 𝗏𝗏𝗏, one of our partners, they got a nice special for you guys. If you go below in the description, you will find my 𝗏𝗏𝗏 link. If you sign up today, you can go spin this wheel. There's only 4 days and 23 hours left. And you can win. You can win Injective. You can win Mantra. Is it Mantra? That one. You got Sui. So you just spin the wheel and you can do it. And if you get over 10,000 volume, you can spin the wheel again. So just remind you guys over here. Use my link below if you want. There's free money. I'm always going to bring you guys free money. Okay. Let's get going and let's chat about where we are for the day. So guys, the main chart that I'm paying attention today is actually the total market cap chart. And I just want to show you this over here. So this started breaking out yesterday, which is really good. Basically showing us that the market has started accelerating, but it needs to continue accelerating. Okay, so what I'm looking at today now, if I look at this total market cap chart here at the moment, we should actually only have some small pullbacks over the next hour or two, and we should actually get going higher. So I actually think that the current pump we've been seeing, there is a short-term pullback. I'll speak about that in a sec. There might be a short-term, but I don't think it's going to last too long. And I actually think we're going to go a little bit higher first. When we get to these zones, doesn't mean we are out of danger yet. What that does for us is it gives us room, a way that we can then decide, okay, stops, take some profit. We can do those sort of things. Right now, there's still opportunity. There's still more upside to come. Then it is important we break through the next major zones. It is important we break through the next higher time frame trends. And the next trend is coming up. So once we break through this trend, or the one we've broken, we are going to that trend. So you see, it's very simple when it comes to TA. There's the first trend. I want to catch it early. Once it gets here, that's where I really want it to break. If it breaks there, we're going to the range highs. We've caught the damn bottom, right? That's the main thing that we got to pay attention to over here. So right now, this total market cap chart is indicating not much pullbacks. We should actually start pushing higher from here. The next thing I want to show you guys over here as well is Bitcoin. Bitcoin actually smashed its resistance. It actually didn't hit the next one properly. The next proper resistance is at this 59 to the 60K zone. This is the next resistance. So I kind of feel that all of these little short-term pullbacks on Bitcoin, I don't think it's the bigger one just yet. However, let's prepare for both. If something goes bad today or a little bit of news or something like that, there can be a drop to 55, 56, and then I'm seeing the market bounce and continue to go hit the zone. That's the big zone. Why I'm not bearish now, I could have been bearish if we were here already. If we were here already and not getting through, then I'm like, guys, this could be a little bit of a violent dump. But because we're halfway in the move over here, it's not too bad if that happens. Okay, but I'm kind of still favoring that we go up to this major zone over here, which is 59.61st. Okay, so the way to track that, guys, is zoom in slightly and put in this trend line. You see the trend line? Boom, that's it. Because if we start to break this now, as much as you like it or not, market's going up first. Okay, and then we will get to a point of when we will hit 59 and maybe then have a small rejection, or even go to 61, 62, and then have a small rejection. And these dips will not be a problem. There will actually be more opportunity to add or to be buying more, or again, where we can take some profits and prepare for buying some cheaper at the moment. But as it stands at the moment, market is looking pretty good, and we should continue the rise pretty quickly. Here is a bottom part of the flag. So if you take this wick over here and this one, you can put the bottom line in. If we start breaking that, then you know that's where we are bound to. But that's the two plays. But overall, market's kind of looking for upside. So what I'm looking for is a little bit of opportunity. I want to show you guys quickly Bitcoin dominance. Now, Bitcoin dominance did break down yesterday, but then also pumped up into a Bitcoin hype. So it did have a nice little rally. It is still below a trend. Okay, over here, which is still showing us at any point there can be a strong rejection. But to be honest, guys, I actually don't care if Bitcoin goes there as long as Bitcoin goes to 70K. Then I don't care. Alts will go, everything will catch up. But as it stands right now, we're still having this flow of altcoin to Bitcoin, but it's actually giving us lower highs at the moment. So it means a lower low should come soon. So again, you know, alts strengthening up. The only difference is they're all having different turns. Different altcoins are moving at any moment. And I want to show you guys this over here as well. Couple of new tokens. So I want to give you guys let's give you guys a couple of new coins that I'm focused on. Okay, I have two short-term leverage opportunities for you guys, and I'll explain those trades for you guys now. And then what I have is a couple of spot trades for you guys as well. Swings, bigger swings, and things like that. So the first one I want to pay attention to quickly over here. Let's go to the bottom of the list here. Oh, the first one that I just opened up, guys. I just opened up and I'm currently building is a ETH. I will still never give up on ETH, guys. It's just not in my blood. No, I'm not giving up on ETH. There we go. I am building an Ethereum position right now as it stands in the zone. Okay, because I know that ETH is on the verge of a 4-hour breakout and ETH will start catching up. And a nice stop loss opportunity around $2,270, a good stop. But this is for me. I'm not counting out ETH. I know ETH catches up. So I want to remind you guys again that I am in a ETH position. I'm also in a 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 position. I'm also in a Solana position. And I'm also in an injective position. And this is with Club at the moment over here. So that's the ETH. Okay. So ETH is the one. The next one, guys, is a leverage opportunity for you guys. Is Solana. Okay. So Solana is in a leverage opportunity position. I want to remind you again, leverage is not about, I got more X than you, I'm making more money. It's not about that. It's about starting small and building it up. That's the main thing. So I want to show you guys over here, and I'm going to give you a small sneak peek because this is Club's information. But if we look over here with Injective, we started off right here at the bottom and we started to build. And you see how we're sitting on, I've just now shifted to 20X. I haven't entered the money in yet, but we started on a 10X, right? The whole club started on a 10X. On the next breakdown, we're going to 20X. On the next break, we're going to 30X, and then we're going to 40X. The only condition is our stop loss must be above entry, and we must be in no risk at all. We're actually going to build this thing up huge. Okay, so why am I saying that? Because you have an opportunity with Solana right now. Solana is actually in a buy zone now, and a stop loss area for Sol is around 130. Okay, so that means around a 2%. So if someone's there and thinks, I'm going to 50X this thing, you're going to lose. Okay, if you start off on a 10X though, and you get it right. And what do I mean by right? It pumps up to 150, comes back. You can up your leverage when we get here. Not right now, it's about entering small. But nonetheless, guys, Solana is in an entry position for me. It hasn't got going yet. I'm seeing an opportunity. I'm seeing a catch up on Solana. This is for spot as well, not just leverage, guys. But I'm actually seeing that this can be a really big entry on Sol back to $200. That is my current roadmap. We have broken the trend. I'm looking for a push, looking for a retest, and I'm looking for an explosion to the next zone. So Solana is available to add a little bit of risk if you want. Okay, but it's also available for spot as well at the zones. The risk is not too bad. Okay, so $130 is around about my stop loss for now. Okay, so Solana is in those plays over there. Then I want to show you guys a few high time frame plays over here too. Okay, now again, guys, I've said I hate memes. Okay, hate memes, hate new memes, and I'll always hate new memes. And you know what? I told you so. Okay, I told you memes are crap. However, there are 3 or 4 blue chip tokens. The blue chip tokens have billions of dollars in them. They have volume. They actually have community that hold. These I love trading and I will trade in the bull market. Okay, things like 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏, things like 𝗬𝗢, things like BONK, they fund trades to coins to trade. Okay, so I want to show you this over here as a nice longer term play is 𝗬𝗢 over here on the verge of a daily breakout. What I'm looking at from here, okay, so entries over here, stop loss around 1.5, not too much risk at all, okay, but what I'm looking at, yes, it's 10% risk, but I want to show you the reward. The reward I'm looking at is to $4 is the top of the range. Now, these tokens will be our money spinners for the bull market. They will be the ones that bring retail in. Memes are not going anywhere. They'll probably come back even worse in the next couple of months, okay? We're not going to touch them, okay? However, the blue chips, these ones are they pump hard when the market goes bull. The moment Bitcoin starts rallying and I'll start pumping, there's a no-brainer that memes are going to come. For an example, BONK, if you look at the top big ones over here, BONK, 𝗬𝗢, you could see Doge. You could see how they start waking up whenever they smell bull, they smell money, they start to wake up. So 𝗬𝗢 is a good opportunity. Again, my 2 take profit points here, guys. Listen up nicely. $3 and $4 on current entries. Stop loss 1.5. These are bigger swings, but here's an opportunity with only breaking weekly and daily trend now. Nice and early. Okay, next one I want to show you guys. It has had a short-term pump, but this is nice for spot, is Fetch. Now, I don't know if they've done the name change yet or anything, they just keep it doing, but Fetch, here on the Binance chart at the moment, is about to break daily. Great daily chart over here. Great breakout. And this can take us anywhere near back to $2.5 to $3. So big opportunity. What does that mean as well? Sheldon just spoke about memes and he just spoke about AI. Okay, so keep an eye on those 2 categories next, which means things like render, right? And I want to speak about render as well. But let's give this one first. So stop loss here around $1.10. Targets $2.5 and $3 on Fetch. These are the setups that I'm setting up for a couple weeks of swing. Couple weeks, guys. Couple of weeks, let it ride, let us have a thing. The main goal here is to get our first entries, let price come around here, give us a bit of room, move stop losses up, and allow that to ride for the bull market. But Fetch is another good opportunity that's there at the moment. I want to remind you guys again, I still think it's crazy if you're not buying gaming tokens, and I still think Beam is one of the best. Keep an eye out. It has not broken trend yet. So remember, the 𝗬𝗢s and the Fetches are a little bit of ahead of this token. But if this starts breaking in the next couple of days, make sure you got some Beam, because Beam will start its rally back up to the 3 to 4 cent mark, which is a nice 2 to 3x from where we're at. So gaming, again, is a big play. So there are 3 nice ones there over there at the moment. Okay, then I want to show you guys render as well, as I think a render pump is about to start. There is my play. I'm seeing from these zones here, I'm seeing render pump up to around $8 to $9 at any moment and waking up. It's about to break a daily, about to start a short-term squeeze, and render is starting to move pretty nicely. So what I'm seeing over here is I'm seeing to the first resistance around a 70% pump. Okay, and again, this could be a rally back up to the high. So render is also in a really good place at the moment and looking incredibly strong. Another token that I want to show you guys as well is Superfarm. There is your Superfarm entries. Okay, your stop losses around the 65-cent mark, a little bit bigger for now. Give it some room. We'll move it up later. Okay, from here, I'm looking at a pump as my first target to $1.10. And my next target is $1.05. So the 50 to 80% move on Super. I am showing you guys this on daily charts. I'm not even showing you this on weekly. When it comes to weekly, this can result in way higher. We will see. Okay, right now, I'm going to be responsible and make sure that we are going to ride the next wave and make sure that if it doesn't get to a certain area, we're going to take our damn profits. But I'm also going to be responsible that if this is the bull market entries, we are about to make a shit ton of money on these entries. And that's how you got to remember it. And that's how you got to think of it as well. You got to be prepared for both scenarios. Another token as well that's taking its time. Okay, so remember, you got tokens that are hot now, and there's ones that are going to still be hot. Is 𝗬𝗓𝗡. 𝗬𝗓𝗡 is in a slowly dollar cost. But just remember, when it breaks this trend over here on the 4-hour chart, it's going to get going. Anyone that wants to trade and love trading, put this on your radar, put a damn alarm on it. Remember, the more you stare at a chart, the more you stare at the screen, the more you trade, it's not going to make you more money. It's about being more accurate, right? Being more patient, all of those sort of things. So if you're in trades right now, fantastic, ride those trades, but also know what you're trading next. And here's one of the next ones, 𝗬𝗓𝗡. When 𝗬𝗓𝗡 starts to break through, it's going to start to rocket. And when it comes to the high time frame view, it's also in a great place when it comes to investing too. But at any moment, we will start a parabolic run. And a $60, $80. We saw what 𝗬𝗓𝗡 did this year. You know what I love about us pumping the beginning of the year and now possibly pumping again is we kind of saw the strength, right? We kind of saw what was really strong. Then one of my favorite ones for today. It's a day trade though. Just keep an eye on Chainlink. It's a trade. It's a trade. Now, again, investing, I think $10 under is brilliant. I think you're going to make money in the future. But Chainlink for a trade, keep an eye on this over here. I am looking at 2 small pullback zones. That's why I'm leaving it with the trend line. Either it will pull back here or we've already bounced and pulled back. Okay. But when it breaks this trend over here on the hour and we start being, that's your entry point, that's your stop loss, and you're looking to ride this bad boy up to this zone over here of $13 to $15. Great trade when it comes to shorts. So one of my favorites today hasn't pumped just yet. Only just broke out of these recently over here, but Chainlink is still available to make money. Now, I want to have a quick heart-to-heart with you guys. Okay, so you're allowed to fall in love with some tokens. Some tokens are going to change your world, and it's amazing. But I need you to really focus on making money this cycle. I need you to focus on looking after yourself. I need you to focus on, as much as things can change your world and it's the best thing ever there, I want you to focus on, there's some parts of your portfolio that's trading, guys. There's some that's holding through the bull market, some tokens that you love. But it's so important to understand that we're going to take profits on a lot of trading accounts. It's not about the love. It's about, can this token make me the money that I need to achieve my targets? That's what we are doing. So again, I love Chainlink through my heart, but I'm not in love with Chainlink. I will trade this token, get it out to 13, use that money to go buy some more long-term Chainlink. Like I can decide what to do with it. So I just want to remind you guys again to stay calm here. Do not chase the pumps, guys. I gave you many today that are still in ranges, still in good zones, still in good levels to buy them. Don't go and chase them and lose yourself. The money at any moment is about to come. It's about to come faster than what you've ever seen in your life. And it's going to try change the way you think. And you just got to fight your best to do that. And that's why being here every day, we promised each other, I'll be here every day, you be every day, and we keep each other together. But just keep focused on that, guys. All your hard work, I promise you, it's been worth it. It's all been worth it. Just learn from it. Make sure that you're a better you this time. You're better this. So when the market goes up, you handle it better. Okay. And this is so much experience that you'll use again in the future. So love you too. Love you guys very much over here as well. So again, guys, quick shout out. I want to shout out again to Sniper Club. If you're missing a community, go below in the description. I want to show you guys again. Join my Sniper Club. Best club out there by far. Because you know what? It's not just me. There's a powerhouse over here. We've got the school. I've spoken about the school. If you want to learn, there we go. But the club, guys. The club is a big one. It's on fire at the moment. We're busy with challenges. You might miss the challenges. So, be a part of the whole actual journey. Guys, have a fantastic day. I'll update you guys as soon as we have more. Yes. Huh? Oh, we hit 1K live. Okay, let's give away. Thank you. Let's give away three Sniper Clubs. Let's go. 3 Sniper Clubs. I have many business targets to meet. Thank you. Brilliant Alpha. You know what? That's learning. You can have a Sniper Club for free for a month. I like that you're learning. Please throw Snipper on me. Snipper. Okay. You can have a month of Sniper Club. No problem. No problem. No problem. Let's go. Another one. Let's go. Whew. Lot of comments here. Damn. Hook me up, bro. You know what? I think I'll hook you up. Okay, guys, have a fantastic day. Love you lots. You get a month free. Remember, go below in the description. You'll find giveaways. You'll find the link there for giveaways. Verify that's you, and you'll get your month. And I'll see you in club. Come 10x your money. That's the goal. Guys, have a fantastic day. Love you lots. See you tomorrow. Much love.